Hi, it's Ron Knapp from MySportsResults.com, letting you know how easy it is to get a virtual fitting by SoundRUNNER when you need your next pair of running shoes. Check out the following video of my session with Brent of SoundRUNNER, and then visit their online store to schedule your virtual fitting session. Let's stay connected and let's keep running.
All right, Ron, good morning. How are you this morning?
Hey, good morning, Brent. Doing good.
Awesome. Well, thanks for signing up for the virtual fit today. So this is kind of what we're doing in lieu of our in-store experience right now until we reopen on May 20th in our Connecticut-based stores. So I got your note. It looks like you're looking for running shoes today.
Yes, I've been, the shoes that I've had from the last couple of months are wearing out. I use them running a couple times, 2 or 3 times a week, and I've also used them while I've been coaching over at Conard on the indoor season. So and they've worn out more from that probably than from running.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. As you stand on the shoe all day, it definitely starts to break down that foam. Are you using them mostly indoor or outdoor?
Right now it's all outdoor, so getting back running, not doing a lot of coaching, so I'm getting running again. So it's all good outdoor where I can.
Awesome. And so that's going to be mostly on the concrete and road, or are you on the trails also?
I've been on both. One of the past shoes that I've gotten from SoundRUNNER are some of the Hoka Cliftons, and just because I need that heel support, I don't have any more padding in my heels, and so I need as much support as I can get in padding for my heels.
Okay. Do you tend to have heel pain?
Yeah, all the time, daily.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Is that both heels or just one in particular?
It's both. It's something I've been learning to live with the last year or two. So, and I'm on my 3rd pair of the Hokas now.
Okay. Excellent. And has the Hokas helped relieve that some?
Oh, they're excellent. And I know when I know I need a new pair because when I'm out running now, it doesn't protect my feet as much. I feel the pain coming on. So and that's when I know that the cushioning has broken down.
Yeah, absolutely. So anything else besides the heel pains, or is that pretty much?
No, that's it. No, that's about it.
Okay, awesome. So I have a request. Are you able to put the camera down and angle it towards the ground so I can see your feet?
Sure. Let me get over there. We'll put it so I can. How's that look?
That's perfect. Okay, now you could stand to the side for me and put one foot in front of the other. Perfect. All right, that's perfect. And go ahead and switch those feet for me and put your right foot in front of the left. Great. Perfect. And then you can do me one more favor and walk away from the camera.
Okay.
Wonderful. Perfect. Go ahead and come back for me. All right, and that's all I needed to see. So you can go ahead and pick up the camera and get relaxed again.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so that is what we call a gait analysis. So essentially what I'm looking for is what we call your pronation tendency. So pronation is the inward rotation of your feet as you're walking and running. So what happens is you land on the outside of the heel and your foot's going to naturally roll inward, which is a great thing. It's something we want to encourage because that's how your body distributes the impact from landing throughout the whole foot. So that way it's not absorbed too much area, such as your heel, such as in your forefoot, whatever it might be. So ideally, we want to be what we call neutral. So neutral position is when you're pronating. Then on the outside, you're going to rotate inward and you're going to stop in a straight, ideal neutral position. That means your body is supporting itself and you're at your most efficient running gait cycle. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. When I noticed a lot of the heels, after on the worn pair of shoes, you can see it breaking down on the outside of it more than on the inside.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're slightly overpronating. So what that means is that you're on the outside, you're rotating inward, but you're actually crossing this neutral threshold and you're collapsing inward just a little bit, so you're actually rolling in slightly. So
Yep.
ideally what we want is a shoe that's actually going to stabilize you and push you back to that centered position. So this is, like I said, called overpronating. We want to push you back to that neutral cycle.
Okay.
The Hokas are actually wonderful for that, for multiple reasons. So any questions for me at this point?
No, it sounds good. I mean, I think I agree on what you just stated, because that's how my shoes always break down. So.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. It's always great after, you run in a shoe for 2 or 3 months, you can always look at the bottom and see where it's worn on the rubber, and that will kind of indicate what's going on with the foot. So let me grab a Hoka from the wall and I'll kind of go over some features of the shoe that I think make it a good fit for you. Sound good?
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. So, number one of the reasons that the Hoka makes such a great shoe for that kind of rolling inward is, number one, they have a very wide foundation. So that means that they're actually supporting your foot more so on this kind of lateral side here, because what happens is every shoe is made on what they call a last, and the last is simply the mold that they use to make the shoe on. So it's just the shape of the shoe. So most shoes are made on what's called a semi-curve, which means they actually cut inward here more. So you ever have like a pair of Nikes or anything like that, if you'll turn it upside down, you'll notice that this area of the shoe is actually significantly more narrow. So the Hoka is great for that because they're actually a little bit of a straighter shoe, which means they're actually wider in this area, and they provide a little bit more support on this instep right here. And in your case, one of the reasons that the Hoka is so wonderful for heel pain is that it has what's called a rocker plate. So the shoe is actually curved on the bottom. And so what happens is you land on this heel, and the shoe actually rolls forward to transition the impact away from this heel area and pushes it towards the forefoot. And it's also great for when you're coaching for that all-day standing, because it's going to do the same thing. Rotate you from that heel, push it forward, which means that your heel is not going to have all that weight and all that impact on it. And Hoka is also wonderful because one thing you should always look for in a running shoe is a wide toe box. You never want your toes cramped when you're running. You always want them to be able to stretch out as much as possible. And of course, the Hoka has a reputation for being that max cushion brand. So I could definitely see why it's been a good fit for you. And I think it would continue to be a good fit just based on what I've seen from the shape of your foot, the shape of your arches, and then your pronation style as you were walking away from the camera.
Yeah, it has been a good fit. It's been a lifesaver for the past couple of years. So, and like I said, I always know when it's time to get a new pair, because I look at the shoe, or at least if I'm out running and the pain starts coming back while I'm out running, then I know it's time.
Yeah, and sometimes just incorporating that new cushion, that fresh foam, will do enough to kind of take the stress off the body and keep you healthy while you're running.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, wonderful. So we will get you a pair of Hokas, and we'll go from there. Do you have any questions for me, Ron?
All set. I'm assuming that you still have a curbside pickup?
We certainly do. Yeah, we'll set that up for you.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to a new pair of shoes.
All right, sounds good, Ron. Thanks for signing up today.
Thanks a lot, Brent. Talk to you later.
Bye.